This is part 3 of my Breaking Bad recap. Now, if you have not seen part 1 and 2, that's fine. Not really, I wanna murder you, but I'll be cool for right now. I'll catch you up real quick. At the end of part 2, Walt's wife, Skylar, she revealed she knows Walt is a drug dealer. And so she's like, all those times you would leave the house, you would act all weird. It all finally clicked. You sell marijuana. I know it. It all makes sense after you told me you bought weed from Jesse. Walt is looking like, Walt, cocaine? Methamphetamine. Skylar is looking nauseous. She starts almost gagging. She like, just imagine that whole time your husband has been slanging meth. She's talking about some weed. Weed is what, level 1? So she like, look, I won't tell nobody. I won't tell Hank, who's a DEA agent, which means he catches drug dealers for a living. Just accept this divorce and leave me and our son alone. Walt is like, fine. Jesse, on the other hand, is still fucked up after Jane died. Jane is Jesse's girlfriend who choked on her own vomit from doing too many drugs. Jesse, he said, I'm going clean after that. So he went to rehab, got out, ain't been doing no drugs. He's clean. So of course, Walt needs some money. So who did he contact? Gus Fring, boss. He's the big man on top. Gus makes him an offer, $3 million for 3 months. Walt is like, how soon can I start? But the catch is this, Gus only wants Walt, not Jesse. Gus don't want to work with no junkies. Walt actually like, you know what? Fuck Jesse. Walt have a meeting with Jesse and he like, yeah, I'm in, you're out. Jesse's like, I'm out. Mr. White, we're 50-50. Walt is like, stop with that 50-50 shit. Jesse is like, you know what, fine. I'ma cook my own meth. Walt is like, it better be some other shit. This is my custom patented blue sky meth. This is my creation. So Jesse's like, you know what? Okay, stop me from making it. Gus gives Walt a new partner, Gale. Now Gale is my boy. Gale wouldn't hurt a fly. And he's actually educated and not on drugs. Got a master's in this shit. In chemistry. This is like Walt's wet dream. Like, oh my God. Finally somebody with some knowledge, with a damn brain. Gus gives Walt and Gale a super lab. Who needs an RV? Hank is on the hunt for Heisenberg. Now, if you don't know who Heisenberg is, look right here. That's Walt's alias. Now, Hank don't have a clue that Heisenberg is his boy Walt. Hank knows Jesse has something to do with Heisenberg. Hank ends up connecting the RV with Heisenberg. Hank is praying that Jesse can lead him to the RV. Hank is just sitting outside of his house. I know there's meth inside that RV. I know it is. I cannot leave. I have to be here when he goes to that RV. His wife Marie calls him. She's like, when are you coming home? You pretty much live in that car now outside Jesse's house. And he like, I cannot come home right now until Jesse goes to the RV. Marie, she like, well, this may be a shot in the dark, but Skylar told me that Jesse sold Walt some weed before. So maybe Walt's seen the RV before. Hank calls Walt. Hey, Walt, don't mean to bother you. I know it's kind of stupid, but have you seen a beige RV? A what? Did you say a beige RV? May I ask why, Hank? And Hank is like, well, long story, but I think this Jesse kid is making meth inside of an RV. I won't bore you with details, just, have you seen the RV? If he finds that RV, Walt's fingerprints are from top to bottom in this RV. So he like, haven't seen one. Hank is like, all right, cool. I'm sorry to bother you. Walt is scrambling now. The RV is currently in the shop getting fixed. So Walt calls Saul. Each time you say call Saul, you have to acknowledge it. How can we destroy an RV? It's huge. It's about from that wall to this one. So I can't just kind of tuck it under the fucking couch. Saul is like, do I look like the RV disposal people? Who do I look like? A fucking garbage man? You're useless. He drives to the place and he asks the man working on the RV, can this thing run? He like, yeah, it can run. And Badger is there. Badger is one of Jesse's friends who's also one of Walt and Jesse's ex-drug dealing employees. Badger tell the car man, this is Heisenberg. And Walt is like, this is not no meet and greet. How can we get rid of this? The car man is like, I know a way. I can get it wiped off the earth. Badger is like, wait. This RV is how y'all cook the meth. We need the RV. Why are you still talking to me? Who are you? You're a bum. Walt drive off with the RV to the place. So, who does Badger call? Jesse. He tells Jesse Walt is trying to destroy the RV. Smart man Jesse. What does smart man Jesse do? Jesse sprints out of his house and gets in his car. And who was waiting outside Jesse's house? Our boy Hank. Hank is like, oh yeah, we got him. Jesse speeding off, not even knowing Hank is right behind him. Walt pulls up to this junkyard place. And this junkyard man is like, oh, this is nothing. I can destroy that in a second. I can smash it down to here. So Walt is inside the RV like, okay, cool. Jesse pull up. Jesse get in the RV like, Mr. White, what are you doing? It's our RV. Walt is like, you idiot. You led Hank right to us. And Lord and behold, Hank pulling up. So they quiet. Hank is like, I know you're in there. Come out, Pinkman. I don't know if this junkyard man was sent from Jesus, but he was like, I can't let you break into an RV without probable cause. Hank is like, this is a rolling meth lab. But fine, I'll get a warrant. I'll wait right here till they bring it to me. Not even knowing it's a 2-for-1 special. Walt is having a panic attack. He like, okay, calm down, calm down. Jesse is like, how about we just back up and just run him over? Walt is like, stop, just stop. I'm not killing Hank. So when in doubt, what do? You call Saul. They got a plan. Hank get a phone call from some random woman. Hey, is your wife Marie Schrader? Hank like, yeah, why? She's been in a tragic car accident. A car accident? How is she? I'm not sure of her condition, but she's in the ER right now. Well, Hank is like, Hank pull off. And the lady who called Hank was one of Saul's employees, pretending to be a hospital worker. Hank gone. Jesse and Walt is like, oh my God, thank you, Jesus. They get out and they instantly start smashing this thing to nothing. They turn this thing to a box. Hank get in the hospital. Where is she? Where's my wife? Hank get another call. Hey babe, I was wondering, do you want lobster tonight or steak? Marie? She like, yeah. What? So you all good? You're not dead? And she like, am I dead? No, I'm not dead. Hank realized he just got played. He pulled back up to the RV place. The RV ain't nowhere to be found. They done already smashed that RV to pieces. So Hank pull up to Jesse's house. Jesse is like, what do you want? Stop bothering me. You keep coming. Boom! Hank is just beating on Jesse. Hank is giving them haymakers. Jesse's face is like slammed shut. Hank still beating him. How did you know my phone number? Huh? How did you know my wife's name? Little do he know, they only got your number and the wife's name because your brother-in-law was in the RV. Him getting beat is really Walt's fault, if we really being honest. But Jesse followed him. RV would be gone, it would be seamless if Jesse didn't trail him. So now, Rocky Balboa here is being like suspended from the police. Him making a prank call is not justified for you to go to his house and whoop his ass, okay? That's not how that works. Jesse is in the hospital. Walt and Saul visit him. Saul is like, Jesse, you should be smiling right now. This is how they don't arrest you. They beat you up for no reason. You're free. Jesse is like, no, I'm still gonna cook meth. Walt and Saul is like, that's a bad idea because they're gonna find you. And now they got a reason to beat you up because now you're selling meth. Jesse is like, no, they won't catch me. Because if they catch me, I'll give them the great Heisenberg. But Walt is like, why do I deal with you? Walt is back cooking with Gail. He talking Walt ear off. Science and chemistry and the other elements. And Walt is just like, stop talking. Walt secretly ghetto. Like, he play like he loved all that math shit, but Walt secretly miss his boy. Walt calls Gus and is like, I don't think the whole Gail thing is working out. Gus is like, okay, well, who do you want? And Walt is like, I don't know. I think Jesse is a better fit for me. Gus is like, the junkie. I think that we have more experience together, and so it should be us. So Walt came to Jesse smiling like, Jesse, 3 million, 3 months. Jesse playing hard to get, talking about, no. Walt is like, you turning down $3 million? Are you stupid? I'm not turning down the money. I'm turning down you. And then a week later, him and Walt back in the lab. So they making the meth and some cash. Jesse end up in some beef with some of Gus' other drug dealing partners. Gus is like, Walt, Jesse is a problem. But Walt is like, no, he's not a problem. Mike is Gus's #1 guy, his right-hand man. But Mike goes to Walt and is like, look, Walter, I don't want to have to be that guy, but if we have to do what we have to do, it's not going to be a problem. If we got to you know what to you know who. Walt is like, Jesse's a good guy. Don't do that to Jesse. So they're giving Jesse chance after chance, and they just getting sick of Jesse. Gus asks Gail, how soon can you make Walt's blue meth by yourself? Gail is like, well, Walt is the master. I don't know if it'll be that soon because I have to master the different chemicals and different formulas and different. And Gus is just like, then Gail is like, you know what? Maybe 1 or 2 more cooks should do, Yeah. Speed it up, Gail, because now Gus is getting tired of you too. He said, how soon can you cook the shit? And there's only one reason Gus would need Gail to master the meth. He would only need him to master it if he wasn't using Jesse or Walt anymore. Gus is big on business, so business cannot stop ever, no matter what. Walt knows in his head, Gus only needs one of them, only needs one. Walt is like, if it's gonna be one of us, it's not gonna be him. Mike is like, hey Walter, there's a leak in the old super lab. Come pull up real quick and check it out. And you know ain't no damn leak in that lab. Walt pull up, scared. Mike, you don't have to do this. And Mike is like, yeah, I do. Go get that leak. Mike, please. I have a family, Mike. We all got families, Walt. Go get that leak. Walt, being the snitch he is like, I'll give you Jesse. I'll tell you where he is. Just let me live. Mike is like, okay, call him. Walt grabs his phone and calls Jesse. Hey, Jesse. Do it! Do it now! Mike is like, oh, what the fuck was that? 927 apartment 6. Mike realized what he up to. He planning on killing Gail. Gail is in his apartment making tea, dancing, la-ta-ta, la-ta-too, la-ta-tee, la-ta-ta. Mike is blowing Gail's phone down, but Gail blasting his classical music. Gail get a knock at the door. Oh, I'll get that. Gail get the door, and who is it other than Jesse? So Gail is like, oh, hello, sir. How are you? Gail is like, I have money. Please. It's so fucked up. It's past money at this point. It's just about Walt living.